Well, good morning, and welcome to the No Prisoners podcast. Everyone out there on Pilled, YouTube, Kick, X, and D-Live. I hope that you're looking forward to a fantastic Wednesday as Sandra and I are back here attempting to get this show going. Good morning, settle in, get your coffee, hit the head if you need to. All right, let's continue. Where are we? There we are.
Here we are.
Good morning. Welcome to the No Prisoners podcast. It is I, Kevin, and look, and there's Sandra on a Wednesday.
Happy hump
How
day.
you doing, Sandra? Yes.
Hump day.
Yes. So, how did your hump day start?
Well, rushing around and having to take my kiddo to school because my other kiddo doesn't feel well. So I'm like, hey, I'm going with it. See, that's the thing. Today, we're just going with it. I'm going with it. So it's a beautiful day. We're going with it. And I get to start my day with you.
Well, that is very nice. I get to start my day with you. And as people are coming in,
The
get to
family.
spend our day with them as well. That's wonderful.
Yes.
You know who else I got to spend my morning with?
Do
Let me show
tell.
you. I will show you. I will show you. Let's see if I can find it. Is it this one? Yes. I got bashed first thing in the morning. So I'm responding to this guy, okay? This guy is like in 1930s Hitler Germany, we showed the world what a fascist movement could do when a motivational liar and a bunch of immoral dipshits rise to power. Now, notice he said immoral dipshits rise to power. And then he's like, President Musk and Trump, hold our beer. So I just respond and I'm like, it's just an audit, simmer down, you know? And then this person's like, another dipshit podcast co-host chimes in with double laughing, cheering emoji faces. So I had to respond. I was like, yes, chiming in on a platform which is owned by someone you seem to despise is almost like you're a hypocrite.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm a bitch. Don't get me on a freaking Wednesday and try to claw at me. You look at, and just to be petty, why don't I just like zoom on in on who's, look at that. Child, please. You do not. I might be the same age as you. I don't know, because some people are aging like milk these days. But like, sweetie, do I really need to say come at me? Come at me. Okay. So let's see, going on over. Back to the RTMP. That's how my Wednesday started.
I do think it's interesting he has so many followers and he's following so many. So he does have a large platform.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if
But
people are really paying attention.
I don't get it. It's like, I wonder, it's like, I think some people like really enjoy the drama and stuff like that. And to a certain degree, I guess maybe I do too. Am I being a hypocrite? Is this a moment where I should take some self-reflection and consider my own tea? I wonder. Am I a dipshit? Sandra, call me a dipshit just once. Let's see how it feels.
Okay. I do not think that you are a dipshit.
Okay, so you can't even say it, can you?
I'm not going to. No, I don't want to. I mean, no. Honestly, I don't see that at all. In fact, there's many times when we do our show and I feel like such a simpleton because I am a simpleton. So there's nothing dipshitty about you at all. Like, no.
Low-key, I am totally a dipshit. I am totally a dipshit.
No way.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Back in the day, okay, now this is something I have practiced for a long, long time. Back in the day, when people would get engaged with my physical environment and stuff like that, I would never let on that I had a lick of intelligence to me, ever, because I didn't really want to engage people at that level. It was a protection aspect is what it was. Kind of a self-preservation type thing. It was much better just to be a vapid ditz than to ever show that I had a modicum of intelligence to me. It was a defense thing, if you can understand that.
I do. And I'm interested to know how much you learned about people too.
I learned that people will buy you a lot of drinks. I learned that people will buy you a shit ton of drinks is what they'll do. So I saved a lot of money at the clubs. But yeah, in the past the savings on to other people. I remember that. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was like passing one cocktail to another. Never, you know what? I was very, very silly. I never considered that anyone would ever try to roofie me. Do you know how many times I ended up on my back, just passed out because I got roofied at the club?
I got roofied too.
That sucks. It's like you're just vibing and everything like that. Next thing you know, you're like paramedics are there and you're like in some back of an ambulance and everything like that. And your eyes like flicker open. You do like a self-diagnostic test, wiggle your fingers, and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm still living. What the hell happened?
Okay, and then how about the nurse that walks in is someone from your church?
I haven't had that happen. I have not had that happen. But Sandra, there was once upon a time when I was serving at Fort Hood. Okay. I went out to this, what was it? It was called the Animal House is what I believe it was. And I ended up getting, I think it wasn't roofied. I think it's because I drank a whole fishbowl of kamikazes.
Mm.
And I ended up stumbling off behind the club and passing out in some briar patch or something like that. Next morning, I wake up with Texas dew all over me, and I'm just like looking around at these weeds and these bugs and everything. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I ended up stumbling over to a church coming in through the proper main entry doors. There's a service going on. The minister stops the service, and I'm standing there. I'm like, I need a ride back to base. And the two parishioners provided me a ride back. I went up to my barracks. I blew my freaking insides out all over that bathroom. It was so bad. Why am I making this confession? Because there's just not enough going on in the news today. There's something going on in the news. However, what's this? Update chat window. I will do that. Thank you. Let's see, where am I? Oh man, here come the tabs. All right, let's see. Where is my chat window? Here come the tabs. All right, here we go. Did it update? There we go.
There we go.
There we go. All right, so you know what? I think that I've been like babbling on like long enough that people have started coming in. So now I can start greeting the audience. Good morning, audience. Welcome to the No Prisoners podcast. We've got Harley Quinn saying, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Let's see, Coffee Talk with Sandra, of course. Sandra. We have Dark MAGA CPA on the second day of tax season. That's got to be great. I wonder what my accountant is going through right now. We have to fill out our forms. Let's see. Light Spear, good morning. Gray Man, it begins. Yes. Good morning, Gray Man. And let's see. Nuclear Family of 4, good morning. How did you enjoy yesterday's recipe of the stuffed vegan in a blanket of shame? I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed that recipe. That one was fun to make. Very scary making that one, by the way. Never did that before. May never do that again. All right, let's see. Who else do we have here? Dun, dun, dun. Old Salty Dog with a ship. Thank you so much. Let's see. I need to go over to... Am I on RTMP right now? Yeah, I am. Okay, let's see. Where's my ship? One moment, please. Here we go. Thank you, Old Salty Dog. And let's see, who else do we have here? Artist61, good morning. And Sven K. What in the world is that? Is that a polar bear? All right, thank you very much. Good morning. And let's see. Question, I've been away for a while. Where is 45-1? 45-1, actual, has arrived back on his homestead at 5 o'clock this morning. And he will not be in today, from what I understand. I did send a request to him to come in and release the scratch-in at some point and also set us up for a raid. I suspect he may need some shut-eye after he has been on the road for quite a while. So yes, he is good though, as far as I know. And I'm sure he thanks you for asking. All right, let's see. Gray Man says, yeah, he's on a little trip. He will be back. I actually just texted him to make sure he's making it okay. Weather is shit out here. Yeah, weather's kind of like overcast over here too, but it's only overcast. Jenker 2, good morning. Let's see. And I am caught up. Okay, so Nuclear Family 4 says, I didn't get to watch it. I had customers come in, but I plan to watch this weekend. Kevin does a great job on recipes. I do try. And good morning, Salty Mad Jamison. Oh, well, shall we, Sandra? What do you have? Anything going on, like currently, that you want to bring up, or shall I just start bringing up some clips?
I just want to say SM Jamison, the SMJ are my initials, and I just got very happy seeing that. That's so self-centered, but I was like, look, SMJ. Like, those are my initials. So I just got very happy there for a second. I say let's start your clips. Let's see what is happening. I'm happy about today. I feel like it's going to be laid back.
It is going to be laid back. And you know what? Because it's going to be laid back, I'm going to copy the invite link. I'm going to put that out there. So if people want to come in and join us in the live stream, of course they can. All right, let's see. Going back on over here.
Very cool.
All right, so let's see. Where are my bookmarks?
Good music today too.
Thank you. This
Like
one
it.
doesn't have any. It doesn't have any embedded like waves or anything like that. It's just straight up music.
Are you doing anything to me today? Am I going to be? I do have a question. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Are you going to be experimenting on me today without my knowledge?
No, and I am such a prick that I did that to you all on Monday. How dare I? I
that
felt
was wonderful.
It was, but it was without permission. I was totally predatory. I admit it. I was doing an experiment on both you, Bert, and the audience. TN Homesteader is the only one who was not afflicted by the experiment. I enjoyed it, And do you remember what the experiment was? Does this bring back any memories? Does this trigger you?
Triggered!
Right? Little post-hypnotic suggestion. Everything goes flying off the desk. All right. Let's see. We're not starting with her. She is Cancer. We can start with like a little bit of this. Just for anyone who is currently not looking at your screen, we have a 1980s callback. Let me see if I can expando. I just want everyone just take a moment and just look at this image. And does it fill you with joy?
It does.
Can you feel the fro? Don't touch the fro. Whatever you do not touch the fro. But imagine that you're touching the fro. And can you smell the Cody Musk by Stetson? Can you I mean, this is before Drakkar Noir. This is before Calvin Klein's Eternity. This is back in the day when you go to Shopko and you go to the scents section where you get the really cheap jewelry, but it looks great and it's super huge, like you're literally wearing chandeliers for earrings and everything. And everyone kind of had that scent of what it was, Ginette, and some body washes that just come out. Everyone was smelling like Depp hair gel and Aquanet, and neon was the thing. And everyone had to wear something that looked like you were about to go either being used as a flag at some sort of racetrack or some very gothic picnic party was going on. Of course, you had to have a parrot. All right. Does this bring you joy?
It does. And it brings me back to the 80s. This is so 80s. Don't you think? Like, yes. Don't you think roller skating?
Loved roller skating.
Me too. That's what I felt when I saw this. I'm like, this is throwback to the 80s.
It feels good. I saw some love coming in while we're having this throwback. Hold on one moment. I'm trying to. This is that tabbing thing, that practicing. I'm looking so forward to 45-1 coming back on Friday. Oh, now I see what 45 is talking about. When someone pins something, how do I unpin it now? Oh, that's messed up. Well, Bert gifted a can. Thank you so much, Bert.
Do you click it? Click the pin.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know what to do. Well, here it comes. Incoming. You know what? I need to be on the right screen. Hey, Bert. Hey, Just Rev. Thank you so much for the cans. Let's try this one more time.
Up the bumble man.
Oh, Sandra. Damn. All right.
Hey, man, listen. We are just chilling today. No pressure. This is actually, it's fun. And just go with it, Kevin. I'm telling you, we'll be so much happier.
You know what? I am going with it. I am riding the wave. It's just that what is going on today in the news and such. You know, do we have enough people? Because I do have something very, very important I need to talk about this morning.
We have 24
something very important. Okay, well, I think that's enough because I think a lot of people eat tuna fish, and I think you guys need to know about this.
Oh.
Yeah. Before we even start here, let me do my intro thing.
That was
Yes, you know what that
fantastic.
means. Thank you. Thank you. I put that one together myself. So it's time for my recall. So get this. How many of y'all eat tuna fish out there? The canned tuna? Well, I've got something to tell you. Tri-Union Seafoods issues a recall of select Genova, Van Camp's, HEB, and Trader Joe's tuna cans due to Clostridium botulism risk. We're going to start our morning off right there with some very important news, because you may not only be feeding this to yourself, you may be feeding this to your pets as well. Clostridium botulinum is deadly. Okay, the reason why it's being recalled is because the can seal, it's a one of those easy open cans. The seals are broken. Okay, yeah. Tri-Union Seafoods has made the decision you think, to voluntarily recall select lots of canned tuna products sold under the Genova, Van Camp's, HEB, and Trader Joe's brand names. This voluntary recall is out of an abundance of caution following the notification from our supplier that the easy open pull tab can lid on limited products encountered a manufacturing defect that may compromise the integrity of the product seal, especially over time, causing it to leak, or worse, be contaminated with Clostridium botulinum, a potentially fatal form of food poisoning. Consumers are warned not to use the product even if it does not look or smell spoiled, because botulism doesn't have an odor. You can't tell, that doesn't have an odor. Not like other ones like salmonella. Sometimes you get like an off scent. Botulism, often you don't get a scent to go with it or a flavor. You just get botulism, which is great if you're trying to inject it into your face after it's been refined. However, not so good if you get it into your digestive system. It will mess you up. So let's see. Consumers feeling unwell should seek immediate medical attention. No illnesses associated with the recalled products have been reported, and the recall is being conducted to ensure consumer safety. So the impacted products were distributed to retail stores as follows. The HEB label in Texas, Trader Joe's label in Delaware, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Washington, D.C., and Wisconsin. The Genova 7-ounce tuna in Costco's in Florida and Georgia. The 5-ounce Genovas at Harris Teeter, Publix, HEB, Kroger, Safeway, Walmart, and independent retailers in Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, California, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, New Jersey, Tennessee, and Texas. The Van Camp's label sold at Walmart and independent retailers in Pennsylvania, Florida, and New Jersey. Recalled products include a specific can of codes and a best if used by date. Now, these go all the way to the year 2027 to 2028. I'm going to put this URL into the chats. I'm going to use an URL shortener just to make sure it can get into all the chats, because I think you guys would want to know. I'm pretty sure a lot of people eat the tuna, and we don't want people getting needlessly, dead because they were just trying to have a little freaking snack.
A little fish on a cracker.
Right? What do I even want to call this? Tuna warning. There we go. A little fish on a cracker. Still hungry for some, what? After Monday's show, I'm still rather hungry for some ants on a log, I must say. Celery, peanut butter, some raisins. All right. There, we put it out in the chats. Just go and check that out to make sure you're not going and getting yourself dead with some tuna. All right, let's see. Going on back. Let's see if do I have anything else while I'm here. Alfalfa sprouts. Oh, of course, they have listeria. Let's go take a look-see. Jack and the Green Sprouts recalls expired alfalfa sprouts because of possible health risk. So what do we have here? Listeria. All right. Why do we have so much listeria? Oh, and look at that. Okay, Jack and the Green Sprouts of River Falls, Wisconsin is recalling 5-ounce packages of alfalfa sprouts that expired on oh, really? So they're already expired? Oh, they're recalling something that expired on January 29th, 2025 because they have a potential to be contaminated with listeria, an organism which can cause serious and sometimes fatal infections in young children, frail or elderly people, and others with weakened immune systems, which also affects pregnant women because it can kill your baby. So you're saying they're trying to get some healthy food because, you're pregnant and everything, and you may be having those neonatal vitamins, but you still want some like sprouts. Well, they've got listeria on them. The product was sold in Minnesota and Wisconsin and Iowa at grocery stores and local co-ops. The product comes in 5-ounce clear packages, and then it's marked with this lot. So you know what? I'm going to go and take this URL too. I'm going to go and put it in the URL shortener. And let's see. Get that one out into the chats, because don't want people going out and getting listeria when they're trying to have some healthy sprouts. That's just crazy. Let's see, what should I call it? Sprout listeria warning. And just put that one into the chats too. There. Trying to take care of y'all.
I will say, in none of my 3 pregnancies did I ever crave a sprout. I'm just saying.
What do you suppose would happen? What do you suppose would happen? What did you crave during your pregnancies?
The first one, I worked at Carrabba's, so it was always what's the mushroom dish? It was Alfredo sauce, Alfredo pasta, angel hair with the marsala, chicken marsala. That was the first pregnancy. The second pregnancy, it was bacon and egg sandwiches and Subway for lunch. The third, I was a stay-at-home mom by then, so I don't really, whatever was around the house, you just dealt with. I don't really know, but never was a sprout. Give me an Edmonds donut. I don't want a sprout. Good on you, ladies. It's a beautiful chocolate donut. It's like chocolate on the outside and like cake on the inside. A thicker, cakey donut. You've never had Entenmann's donuts?
I don't think I have.
Is there anyone else in this
I've also never been pregnant.
Wait a minute, but I mean, who hasn't had an Entenmann's donut?
Do you have an image of what it looks like?
I'm going for it right now because I just cannot understand this.
Okay.
I know I'm not alone. Please.
I'm just gonna bring these guys back while we're bringing that up.
Okay. So you want me to share the screen?
Yeah.
I have to remember how to do that. Oh, right down here. Share screen.
Mm-hmm.
Entenmann's chocolate donut. Here we go.
Okay, I'm bringing it in.
You're telling me you never had them?
Oh, Bruce did bring those home at one point. Those are nice. Why are they so expensive?
Because they're nice. And you know what? They're much smaller now, too.
Are
They're
they?
Really, yeah. But they are tasty. I'm just saying. All right, I'm going to stop sharing now.
Okay, hold on. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that because I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that. Not that kind of exposure. Oh. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, moving on then. Moving on. Let's see what else we have going on in this whack pack of misery that is the news and such. Let's see. I'm still not ready for you. Ayana. Are you? Should I start with something cute or something crazy?
I mean, I'd like to. This lady's haircut, I find amazing. Oh, we should start with that guy.
With this guy? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with him. So this guy got a tattoo on his hand. He's going to explain it.
Teaspoon, tablespoon, always on hand, literally. Use this day to day, and actually use it in professional kitchens when, my cooks would tell me that, hey, you're not measuring it out. I'll be like, talk to the hand. So, kind of fun, functional tattoo. Might as well get one, right?
Sandra,
Yes.
you want to go and get a tattoo on the palm of your hand?
I mean, if I were a professional chef, that's a really good consideration, but not now in my 50s. But what made him do that, you think?
I think he likes it. I bet he put salt on it after he got that tattoo, like straight off, like didn't even wait for it to heal. I bet he was like, I'm going to put some salt right on this wound.
Oh.
It's like, I think he's into it. But then, I have to look at it. I have to look at like what he's wearing too. Is that one of those monitoring rings? Is that one of those things that reads your is he just going for fantasy? I bet he's a sci-fi nerd who really enjoys cooking. And this is just part of his expression. And at the same time, I'm like, why not just take this part of your hand right here? Like, how some people can measure, because they measure cocaine like this. It's like you put some cocaine like right here in this little divot. And that's how you know like how much, that's how you know how much you need. Is like in that little area of your hand, like right there by the thumb, and then it forms like a natural bowl. Let's see. And then what happens when you get older and that tattoo starts stretching out and stuff like that? It's like, are you sure that that's always going to be the proper measurement after it's like, say like a year or two down the line and you've been handling a lot of stuff? And then wouldn't that kind of start changing shape and it would become less accurate the older you got? The skin does tend to spread a bit. Go on.
Well, it may, but it depends on what nutrients he's measuring with that hand.
What kind of nutrients do you want him to measure with that hand?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I would imagine he'd like to see how many tablespoons come out. So can you imagine the nutrients and the, surely you're not going to make me.
Which hand? Wait a minute. Wait. It is his. Is that his left hand or his right hand?
Okay.
It's his dominant. It's his dominant hand. That's
yes.
Oh, dude.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
put that on your dominant hand. Oh, dude. Okay. We need to move on. We need to move on now, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Can we get your spouse? We need to interview their spouse.
We need to have an intervention is what we need.
That is so funny.
All right, let's remove that one right there. That one's gone now. And now we're going to take Mr. Questionable Measuring Spoon and we're going to put him away now too. Goodbye. Okay. Well, is that a fun way to start the morning so far? We're at the half-hour mark already. All right, let's see. Water Wizard, good morning. Good morning. And Teutonic Salt, good morning. I'm so looking forward to 45-1 actual getting back. All right, let's listen to this guy. He's going to be talking about the Ken doll. Let's see
I
what he has
remember
to
when
say.
I was coming up. Y'all, look what they done did. Now this got to stop. This is not no Ken. I remember when I was coming up, Ken looked like an executive white man who was straight. You know what I'm saying? He drove
you just
a
look
black
at this?
Corvette.
What is going on? Okay, here we go.
Y'all, look what they done did. Now this got to stop. This is not no Ken. I remember when I was coming up, Ken looked like an executive white man who was straight. You know what I'm saying? He drove a black Corvette. You know what I mean? And he was taking Barbie as his wife. Now look at him. They got him all looking all feminized and all this stuff here. This is crazy. You know you can't blame nothing but the alphabet community for this. This is crazy. Look, why does he have ice cream and a snowboard. Like, that is not manly. Ain't nobody gonna be snowboarding with some ice cream. That don't even go together. That's not even right. You understand? Look at this man haircut. This is crazy. Look at it. He got a swoop. This is crazy. And then he got the haircut on the side and the swoop like the girls used to do back in the day when they went in the club. This is crazy. And his hair gonna go back messed up. That's not Ken. That's Kanisha. Y'all, look what they done did.
He said that's Kanisha.
That is crazy. Let me go and look at this. Barbie, Ken. Let me go and take a look-see. No! Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just had a visceral reaction. Are you serious? What the hell is that? Oh no, what have they done to Ken? What have they done to Ken?
Well, that's not a real Ken.
Let me see. What is this one? Oh.
Why are they messing with his legs?
Why? Yeah, it's like, what the hell? Okay, I know what those are. Those are those little transparent plastic binders that hold the figurine in the box, so it doesn't shift around. Yeah, at first I thought it was like, yeah, it doesn't need it. What in the hell? Who did his hair? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm looking at here? Tell me that doesn't look like a bad glue down. That's just like, I can see your tracks, Ken. Why can't I see your tracks? And what's up with the shoddy lace front? It's like, what are you doing? Who put this together? How much is that? $24 for that piece of shit? Are you serious? Let's see what did Ken used to look like? And I don't want to hit images because God knows what I'm gonna hit it. It's not my fault if something gets thrown up. Okay. Here we have overbite. Here's Sarah Jessica Parker Ken. Some overbite Ken. What do we have here? I don't want to scroll down. I am very, very leery anytime I scroll around on the internet because porn just pops up for no damn reason. Let's see. Who is this Ken? Okay, that's more the traditional Barbie, but I don't remember Down syndrome Ken. Okay, I'm sorry if anyone out there. I'm sorry if anyone even looks like that or anything, but it kind of looks like you might have a little Down syndrome. All right, what's this? Lesbian Ken? This is lesbian Ken. What the hell is this? I don't even know what that is. Oh, let's get back to some traditional. Okay. All right, this is Deadeye Ken, but at least a little less feminine. What do we have here? Oh, here we have impossible figure Barbie. I mean, that's imagine, if you will, Sandra, that you have no intestines. Imagine that you have no organs in your right above your pelvis. There's no way that any baby is ever going to survive in that. And then, but on the other hand, over here, then we have Ken, who actually does look somewhat masculine, minus the ultra gloss, but I don't know what the hell they've done with the dolls. And then this one, Sandra, we're sitting here looking at Barbie and Ken on a Wednesday.
Okay, but you know what? I'm here with it. I was a huge, Barbies. That was my jam. I loved my Barbie dream house. And to see what they have done is really, they've worked hard to just break everything down.
My cousins, Tammy and Julie, had a Barbie dream house. And they, they're women now. Females can be so crazy with their toys. My cousins lit firecrackers in the elevator while Barbie was they'd throw a firecracker in the elevator, put Barbie in there, and pull the string to get the elevator to start going up, just to see at which of the 3 floors Barbie would be ejected by the blast.
Wow.
Yeah, farm life. It's all my cousins were farmers, so it's that's just part of farm life. Yeah, checking it out. Okay, someone over here, let me see. All right, Nuclear Family of 4 says, Kevin, but you do such a great job and are hilarious, and you make things fun, and you laugh out loud in the office listening to you. You know what? That is what it's about. It is about entertainment while also, doing some information and such. Granted, I don't have a very structured show today. And at the same time, I'm glad if this is bringing a smile to someone's face out there, good. Because these people, the people I have to cover, AIDS, so much AIDS. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what she's about to go off about, but we're about to find out. I think she's like upset by the IRS.
Let me adjust her volume. When I got to the end and got done, then I got an email that it was...
All right, now we're going to back you up.
This is for the IRS. I filed my fucking taxes for free, but it wasn't really for free because I had to pay for it when I got to the end and got done. Then I got an email that it was fucking rejected because I didn't fill out a PIN number of some shit that I've never heard of, never had to do before. And so you're rejecting it for some shit that I've never had to do and don't understand. And everyone's like, oh, why don't you pay somebody to do it for you? Pay them for what? I'm not getting shit back. So why am I going to pay somebody more money that I'm even fucking going to get in a return? And if you're taking money out of my fucking paycheck every fucking week that I get one, you know how much you took out. So why is it up to me at the beginning of the year to figure out how much you took out and if you owe me something back? And if you didn't take enough out, why do I have to pay that to you when you should have just taken enough out? Someone please explain to me how it's fucking legal, how it makes any goddamn sense, and why is it my responsibility? You're taking the money out. You tell me how much you fucking owe me or how much I owe you. You tell me. And why would I fucking owe you anything if you're already taking money from me?
I will tell you why they're probably taking money from you. You probably claim too many exemptions. When I used to be a member of HR at a marketing agency, I would have people come to me off the floor and they would ask me to put their exemption levels on their forms to 99 to make them tax exempt, which is legal. You can do that. You can put up to 99 exemptions on your W-4, I believe is what it is. And the thing is this, is that you won't be paying any taxes on the federal aspects of your income. And then at the end of the year, you'll get hit with a huge bill. And that's how that works. It's like Bruce tries to do that stuff, and I have to go and talk to our accountant and confer with her and ask, how many exemptions is Bruce trying to claim this year? And then she'll give me the number, and then I'll be, well, I don't think that's right. Would you please have a talk with him and talk some sense into him? Because he's putting too many exemptions on, which is legal, again. And the thing is this. It's a balance. You have to find the exemption balance when you're filing taxes or when you're working with your payroll. You have to find a sweet spot. If you pay in too much, it's like you're giving your money away when you could actually be getting interest on your money. However, if you're taking too much, you're going to get hit with that bill. And if you haven't been putting money aside to pay your taxes at the end of the year, you're going to be caught off guard. So it's good to, and you know what? Dark Maga CPA, you're out there right now. Typical tax client, I get to hear this 300 times a year. I'm sure you do. Dark Maga CPA, we're not paying you for any kind of financial advice in this show. And at the same time, I'm going to request something from you. Am I wrong or am I on target when I'm talking about finding that sweet spot with exemptions? So I'll await. I'll see, because we're not paying Dark Maga CPA anything. So therefore, I'm not even expecting Dark Maga CPA to even honor my question, because Lord knows I would charge if I had to take the classes, because I know that Dark Maga CPA didn't just wake up one day and get like a job as a CPA. Dark Maga CPA had to go through probably years of education in order to attain this particular field of expertise. So I'm not saying I don't want free info if you're not going to give it. Of course, I'd love it, but I'm not gonna sit here and go on about it. And now I'm gonna stop. All right, going back over here. Let's see. Water Wizard gifted a can. All right, so one moment, please, while I go over and fuddle my way over to this other area, because That's how it works over here. All right, and then I have to get over on RTMP. You know, I'm just going to verbalize everything that I have to do in this process, just so you guys know what it's like, just to get to these donations and to make it happen. And here we go. Come on, Fauci.
Bamboo man.
Water Wizard, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your support. All right, going back on over here and then back over here. Let's see. Guitar Lady, that is Guitar. GTR Lady, I'm going to think that that's Guitar Lady. I'm just going to call you Guitar Lady. Guitar Lady, good morning. And says, I'm feeling unstructured today as well. Fantastic, it's a hump day. It's like, does everything need to have structure to it? Does everything, I mean, is life structured? Do we all need nurse mating? Do we need like those little barricades in front of shops so we don't go running into the streets out into traffic? Because we're going to get up to that. We're going to talk about these Antifa, anti-ICE protesters and how they're crying about being run over. It's like, well, then don't go out in the street, you dumbass. It's like, why are you running into traffic? You don't want to get hit. But we're going to get to that in a little bit. Let's see. Grayman says, paid $40,000 during the year out of my check, but I still owe around $4,000 at return time. I claim 0. Well, that's probably why, Grayman. That's probably why, if you're not even claiming yourself, that's probably why you'd be like paying that much. Let's see, maybe different this year as my wages were cut by 40%. Only if it puts you in a different tax bracket from what I recall. Let's see. KC Snowman. Does that mean Kansas City? Okay, Snowman. Good morning. Don't file your income tax, you dope. It's voluntary. And if they come after you, file your affidavits. The corporation is gone. I'm on board with you to a certain level. I am on board with you. I have a progressive... am I making excuses? Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to bare my soul on this one. I've looked into it. Snowman. I have looked into it. And I am on board with it. Bruce is not willing to do it, and we filed jointly. So if I can't get him on board with it, then I can't do it unless I file separately. And the thing is this, is that my income is off of my VA benefits and then like whatever side hustles I do. It's like I don't have anything to file on my own. It's like literally Bruce, being, you know, the progressive that he is, uses my status in order to reduce his burden. So how's that? How's that for a little parasite action right there?
Sounds like teamwork to me.
It is teamwork, and it's legal. So yeah, there's that. All right, run your own business on the side. All but meals are 100% deductible. It's worth looking into. Let me read that again because we were just talking about donuts this morning, Sandra. Run your own business on the side. All but meal. Okay, all but. Okay, so we can't write off the donuts. Can you write off traveling to go get the donuts?
Yes.
Then I think I'm going to grab someone else's receipt. Yeah.
If you use the donuts to feed a client, then that indeed does become you could write that off.
So if I identify as my own client, I could write it off.
I mean, they do like us to identify as things other than
other than what we are. So if I identify as me when I'm purchasing them, but then identify as someone else while eating them, Sandra, I'm going to identify as Lizzo while eating the donut. And because Lizzo is such a well-known, person, and no one can question the great grand Lizzo. No one, she's off limits. No one can question her. So therefore, if Lizzo is eating my donuts, I can write them off. Because, and the story, it just works. No one would ever doubt that Lizzo would be eating my donuts.
You are correct.
Thank you. My logic on a Wednesday is infallible. All right, let's
Guitar Lady, 50% for food. Not 100, 50. Still,
50?
That's still good.
Okay, and looks like Dark Maggot CPA is giving advice, but I've lost the context on that one. All right, let's see. They use fear to scare you into following along. Do your own returns and do your own research. You know, I'm using my accountant because it's been a long time since I've been in accounting, and the tax codes change from year to year, and I just don't keep up on it, and that's why I pay my accountant to just take care of our stuff for me, and she finds things. I had to shop around. I wouldn't go to H&R Block or anything like that. I've had what has it been now? It's been 17 years of experience with my accountant, and I trust her, and she knows what's, she knows us, so I like her, and from what I've seen, she's done a really good job with our taxes. I want to. She won't do it. See, that's the thing though. When I ask her about like not paying, she says she understands my position. However, she also has to watch her own business. And let's consider this. If my accountant were to suddenly find a way for me to not pay taxes, what would that do to her business?
Right. She doesn't have one.
Yeah. So it's like, am I being kind? Am I being stupid? As I told you guys in the beginning of the show, someone called me a dipshit at the beginning of the show. And that was not anyone in this audience, of course. It was somebody on X. And I made the confession. It's like, I am not, sometimes I am a dipshit. So I will own that because I don't want to deal with the government. I just see it as an invitation to have to deal with them. And the less I have to deal with them, the better. As far as like, maybe it's just the battle I choose not to take at this moment, especially since I don't have someone on my side. Now, if Bruce were on my side, yeah, absolutely. However, I'm not dealing with a person who's like me. I'm dealing with somebody who is a very 180 different and would probably get me in a lot of trouble if I even went down that road, because he is very progressive. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. Okay. Let's see. Just looking at you guys having a conversation and trying to bring in the data. Let's see. I don't see anybody directly talking to me. Boys Blanc gifted a cookie. Thank you very much, Boys Blanc. I'll get to that in just a moment. I feel for accountants, says Nuclear Family 4. My accountant submits mine and has his name on it too. They put their necks out there. Yeah, that is true. Yep, Grayman, thank you. Thank you for my quote. Yep, as quoted by Kevin in 2025, sometimes I'm a dipshit. Yep, that's mostly... Gosh. All right, and because Boys Blanc was being generous, I need to make my way back over to this RTMP thing and push a whole bunch of buttons. Boys Blanc. Do you know we're coming up on the end of the month soon, which means that it is in all likelihood 45-1 Actual and I are going to be on Adel Nero's 412 Productions.
Nice.
Again. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. All right, come on, the mouse. The mouse doesn't want to work. Come on. Oh my gosh. Here we go. All right, Boys Blanc, thank you very much. Here we go. All right, we've got like 10 minutes till we go to Pilled Exclusive. So that's going to be happening. Let me go back on over to X, back into my bookmarks. What's up, Sandra? I hear you.
I just looked and I was just saying, I wasn't saying anything at all. Nothing worth anything. Just happy seeing everybody with us here.
Yes, it is nice. I still don't want to get to this bitch.
I say
can't do.
Look, be a buffalo
What?
and let's freaking run into her.
Oh, she's
Just like,
such a...
I know,
Okay,
but
fine.
let's put it over with that.
All right, let's listen to her go and bitch and be a witch, and here we go.
Does she look real?
Look, let me
Does
tell
her
you
head look real though?
No, she doesn't look real. She looks like she's wearing a skull cap.
Okay, I'm so glad because I'm like, that looks fake. It just looks fake. It looks like this is a Saturday Night Live skit.
It's her. This is Ayana. This is the Queen Supreme Witch of some coven somewhere. Here we go.
Look, let me tell you something. I'll take a bit of umbrage here. I'll speak on behalf of my colleagues. I think I can say we are all willing to work with anyone who's serious about doing the work of censoring the American people and advancing progress.
Did you just hear that? Shall I replay that?
Could you please?
I will. I will absolutely, ma'am. I will absolutely replay that.
Look, let me tell you something. I'll take a bit of umbrage here. I'll speak on behalf of my colleagues. I think I can say we are all willing to work with anyone who's serious about doing the work of censoring the American people and advancing progress. But they are not serious.
You know what, bitch? I'm serious. I'm seriously interested in working with people to see you behind bars for saying that. I'm seriously interested in seeing you lose your position in the government for espousing that particular belief. I believe that you have every right to believe that you want to believe that. And I believe that we have laws. We have laws and protections for the citizenry of the United States. And in your capacity, you are not operating upon those oath-sworn laws, which you are sworn to support, which means that you are treasonous, in my opinion. Maybe even in fact. I don't know. I'm just a dipshit, according to somebody on X. It's like, however, if you're the kind of people that we are to capitulate to, I have to zip my lip because I almost said something. Sandra. I will say this. Jesus Christ, I'd like to bend your father's ear for just a moment, because we have a witch in front of us. And you're good at casting out demons, because you did a lot of miracles, and you still do all these miracles, because even after your resurrection and everything else like that, you're still saving poor souls, disgusting people like me, and giving us a pathway to salvation. And that is a miracle, as far as I'm concerned. So, Jesus Christ, if you would, because we all pray the same, we all pray the ways that we do as creations of God. So my prayer may seem very loose, however, the intent is there. I know that this is all part of your Father's will. I get that. I may not understand it, and at the same time, I get it. Whatever this is that I am witnessing with everyone else here, could you please bestow me with the spirit of discernment on this one? Because right now my heart is getting dark, and I don't want it to get dark. And that's my will, and I understand what that is. I can't blame that on demons. I can't blame that because that's my own free will. So I need some assistance right now because what I just heard, God, and I'm hoping that Jesus, I'm hoping that you're taking a note to pass this on to your Father, is that's some bullshit. So what in the world did I just see?
What's really concerning to me more than anything is looking at the people behind her who, I mean, we have put up with this black, freaking history month, this black this, the DI hires, all this stuff. Now this lady is sitting here saying, we want to shut the American people up that are saying things that we don't want them to say. That's what she's saying. This is what their people have been fighting for all this time. And she's got people behind her, standing behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that. Like, where is anybody thinking? Is anybody listening?
Well, let's find out to that moment when she says that. I see heads up. Let's take a look at their reactions.
Censoring the American people and advancing progress. But they are.
I heard of that's right.
Right.
It's like, is that really where you want to go? Is that really where you want to go? You just exposed yourselves. Oh, maybe that's the point. Maybe
Is she
that
a
was
man?
a faux pas. I don't know. However, what I do know is this. Maybe that's the cat that got out of the bag. Maybe that is exactly what God wanted. Was
Absolutely.
maybe that was the Holy Spirit working right there. To the mortal ear, to my ear, that sounded very negative. However, I have to look at what this actually did. It exposed truth.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess maybe I should be rejoicing that the truth is being revealed. And perhaps maybe now that's where the Holy Spirit falls upon me, and this is where I start getting peace. And this is where my anger is now gone, because what happened here is the truth has been revealed, and for that I should be joyful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to choose to be joyful. I'm going to choose to be joyful. Ayana, thank you for telling the truth, Ayana. Thank you for telling the truth. I don't like you, Ayana. I don't like you. And at the same time, thank you so much, Ayana Presley. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Oh, do we have a commercial for Foxhole Squares this weekend?
Yes. Do you want me to? They're the same ones.
It's the same one. Okay, I have it. All right. We need, because I know at this point, Sandra, I'm gonna put you out there too. I know that you and I share a bladder schedule, and I am sensing. I'm sensing that your bladder is getting a little full too. Yes, because we've been drinking coffee. All right. So out there in the audience, do you guys have a music video which you would like to see? Because after we cut to Pilled Exclusive, which is happening very soon, we're going to start taking requests for videos or any other types of things as we go through the news and take little mental cleanses as we will. All right. So everyone else, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Kick, if you're on X, if you're on DLive, please go to pilled.net and find the No Prisoners podcast, all one word, and you can continue the show over on Pilled. As far as the other ones, it's been great to see you. Oh, except for Rumble, because apparently, here I am busting 45.1. I guess it doesn't matter because Rumble didn't get set up this morning. 45.1 actual, but that's okay. That's okay. He had a long drive and everything like that. And if he's watching in the background right now, as he like lying around in bed, trying to get some shut eye, and now his eyes just like popped open. Now he's like gritting his teeth and getting a very, very strong jawline. It's like,
Kevin,
cussing me out. Yeah. Totally cussed me out. All right. A zing. Okay. All right. Let me bring up the what do you call it? The commercial. Let's see. It's somewhere in my emails. And right here. And then we go up. Ooh. Okay. There we go. Right there. Is this the one? This is the one, isn't it?
With Sandra presents Foxhole Squares.
One moment. Stop.
Collaborate.
Expando. Why doesn't it expand, Sandra?
I mean,
there we go. I got it.
So much with that.
All right.
Coffee Talk with Sandra presents Foxhole Squares, sponsored by Pilled.net. This week, the one and only Enoch, Tim from Sloan TV, Neo, Useless Crayon Eater, Burt Cocaine, Joyful June, 451 Actual, Uncle Krusty. Starring Graham Belushi,